Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Shraddha's Physics. This video is based on statistical mechanics for the core 14. We will see here Fermi energy. Okay. So according to Fermi-Dirac statistics, in thermal equilibrium at absolute zero, the energy levels from 0 to certain value, that is suppose EF, they are occupied by the particles. So other energy levels above this EF are empty. It means that suppose we are considering in case of Fermi energy, suppose what is Fermi energy? Suppose these are some discrete energy levels. Okay. Suppose this is 0, or we can say that suppose this is E1, this is E2, E3 and so on. And so on. Suppose this E3 state is my at absolute zero, so suppose at absolute zero, this energy level up to this energy level, this much energy level is filled. So this much energy level is filled means it has been occupied by some particles. Clear? So in case of Fermi means it has half integral spin, we know, and they obey Pauli's exclusion principle. So according to this Fermi, at absolute 0 Kelvin, the energy level up to which they are completely filled up to this energy level, this is called your Fermi energy level. If this is your suppose EF and up to this much energy level is filled and above this energy level they are completely empty at absolute 0 temperature, this energy level is called EF. Clear? So it means that simply I can say that at absolute 0 temperature, the energy level up to which the particles are occupied and above that energy level, the energy levels are completely empty or the particles are not lying in any of the energy level. In that case, we call this highest energy level as your Fermi energy. Clear? So you can see here in thermal equilibrium at absolute 0, the energy levels from 0 to a certain value, that is suppose EF, they are occupied by the particles. The other energy level above this EF are empty. So the energy EF is known as the Fermi energy. So the Fermi energy, it can be defined as the energy value up to which all the energy states are filled at 0 Kelvin and above which all the energy states are empty. Clear? According to Fermi-Dirac distribution law, the number of particles having energy range between some energy epsilon to epsilon plus d, or simply I am saying that this is E plus E and E plus d, then n of E into d, we can write it as G of E into d divided by exponential alpha plus E by kt, or this is your beta E, alpha plus beta E plus 1. We have already calculated this portion. You can see my previous videos. So that will be equal to G of E and this much part, that is 1 by exponential alpha plus E by kt plus 1. This is your Fermi f of E. Fermi, this is known as your Fermi distribution function f of E into d. So this n of E d will be equal to this much, where this f of E is equal to this n of E divided by g, or that is equal to 1 by exponential alpha plus epsilon by kt plus 1. This is known as the Fermi distribution function. We have already calculated this. So this f of E gives the probability that a particular quantum state at energy E, it is filled with Fermi. Since these are your, they obey Fermi-Dirac statistics, so the particles are here is known as fermions. For a system of free electrons in volume V, G of E, that is the degeneracy, will be equal to, in terms of energy, 8 pi mv divided by h cube into the root over of 2 me. Why? Because this G of P into dP, in terms of momentum, this is equal to Gs 4 pi Vp square divided by h cube into dP, where this Gs is equal to 2s plus 1. This S stands for your the electron with spin half. So since S is half, so simply putting this 2 into half, this is plus 1, 2 to get cancelled, this is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So putting this 2 here, this will be 8 pi Vp square, again P, you know, the root over of 2 me. So after simplifying, we will get G of E equal to 8 pi mv divided by h cube into 2 me root over. then we know this alpha, the value of alpha is minus EF by kT, which is equal to minus mu by kT. So simply n of E d will be equal to here g of E d divided by exponential alpha plus E by kT plus 1. So this will be n of E d will be equal to g of E d. Here this g of E d divided by exponential in place of alpha, if we will put minus EF by kT, then this will be E minus EF divided by kT. So this will be E minus EF divided by kT plus 1. Clear? Now you can see this n of E d will be equal to, this is your the value of g of E, that is 8 pi mb divided by h cube into the root over of 2me into dE divided by exponential E minus EF by kT plus 1. Clear? Simply we have substituted the value of GE here. So the total number of electrons in the system, so that will be n will be equal to the integration from 0 to F. Why? Because the energy levels that I have showed you, that is, it is filled up to the energy level EF and the lowest energy is your 0. So this integration varies from 0 to EF, n of E d. So we will get the total number of electrons in that system. Again, putting T equal to 0 means at absolute 0 temperature, 0 Kelvin, this n will be equal to, this will be this 8 into root 2, this is 8 root 2, pi into b, this is pi into b divided by h cube. Here m power half, so this will be m power 3 by 2 into integration of 0 to EF, this will be e power half into dE. Why? Because you can see here this T at absolute 0 temperature means this T will be 0. So here the integration is from e power half d over the limit 0 to EF. Clear? So this is your total number of electron in the system. Now this n equal to 8 root 2 pi v divided by h cube m power 3 by 2 into energy, the integration over e power half d, that is your e power half plus 1 divided by half plus 1, that is e power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 over the limit 0 to EF. So that will be equal to 8 root 2 pi v divided by h cube into, this is your m power 3 by 2 into, this is your 3 by 2 means this will be your 2 by 3 into, putting the upper limit, the lower limit will goes to 0. So putting the upper limit, that will be EF power 3 by 2. Okay. So now you can see that this is EF power 3 by 2. So simply multiplying throughout by 2 by 3 we will get, so this will be this n h cube. First of all, this is n into h cube, this is your 3n h cube divided by 8 into 2, that is 16 root 2 pi v into m power 3 by 2. This whole power goes to 2 by 3. Clear? By taking all of this term to the left hand side and considering the power and multiplying the power as 2 by 3 in the left hand side and right hand side, we will get EF will be equal to this much. Now this h cube into 2 by 3, that will be 3 get cancelled, h square. So h square divided by 2m. Why? This is 16. This is 16 root 2. So we can write this 16 as 2 power 4. So and after calculating this, we'll get EF will be equal to, this is simple calculation. This is your h square divided by 2m, this m power 3 by 2 into 2 by 3. So this goes to your 3n divided by 8 pi b whole power 2 by 3. Clear? Now you can see here the EF will be equal to s square divided by 2m. This n by v is your rho. So this is 3 rho divided by 8 pi whole power 2 by 3. This rho is known as n by v, that is the density of the electron in the system. This is the Fermi energy level. Fermi energy level means this is the energy at your thermal equilibrium condition or at absolute 0 temperature, the energy level, the highest occupied energy level. It means that above that energy level, the particles are, you cannot find the particles in the energy level above that Fermi energy level, or we can say that the energy level above this Fermi level are completely empty. Okay. So this Fermi energy, here you can see that it is independent of the size or volume. It is independent of the size or volume, or we can say that it depends only on the electron density. It depends on the density, not on the size or volume. Clear? So the momentum associated with the Fermi energy, it is known as the Fermi momentum. So this EF will be equal to, we know EF equal to Pf square by 2m, momentum square divided by 2m. So this will be equal to, by putting this value EF, that is equal to s square by 2m, this value s square by 2m into 3n by 8 pi b power 2 by 3, that will be equal to Pf square by 2m. So this 2m get cancelled, Pf square will be equal to this much. So taking the 1 by 2 power, multiplying power as 1 by 2, this will be, Pf will be equal to h, this is h, 3n divided by 8 pi b, this is your 1 by 2 means this will becomes your 1 by 3. Clear? Now this Fermi energy EF will be equal to h square divided by 2m 3n by 8 pi b power 2 by 3. So here putting this value here in place of Pf square. So Pf square means h square by 2m. This will be 3n divided by 8 pi b. 1 by 3 means multiplying 2 here. This will be 2 by 3. So this is your the expression for Fermi energy. Now the relation here, n equal to 8 root 2 pi b by h cube m power 3 by 2 into 2 by 3 EF power 3 by 2 becomes, here simply you have, this is your 8 root 2 pi b by h cube into m power 3 by 2 equal to n into 3 by 2. This is your n into 3 by 2. This is EF power 3 by 2 means here by taking on this side, this will becomes EF power minus 3 by 2. Clear? Now the equation 3a, is this much, n of e d, that will be equal to 8 pi mb by h cube into the root over of 2me de divided by e power e minus cf by kt plus 1. So by putting this value 8 root 2 pi b by h cube into m power 3 by 2 as this much, so that will be equal to, this is 8 root 2 pi b divided by h cube m power 3 by 2. So this will becomes 3 by 2 n EF power minus 3 by 2. Clear? So the value of e power, here e power f taken here into d divided by exponential e minus ef by kt plus 1. Understood? Now at absolute 0, you know this temperature goes to 0. It means that this term reduces to 0. This is 0 plus 1, that is 1. So that's why 3 by 2 n EF power minus 3 by 2 into, this is e power half into d. Now if E0 is the total energy of the electron gas at absolute 0, then this will be equal to, the total energy will be equal to n of e d into e over the limit 0 to maximum energy, that is EF Fermi energy. That will becomes 3 by 2 n EF power minus 3 by 2 taken outside into integration over, this is e into e power half. It means e power 3 by 2 into d. That will be equal to 3 by 2 NEF power minus, this is NEF power minus 3 by 2, again e power 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by 3 by 2 plus 1, it means 3 by 2 plus 1 means e power 5 by 2 divided by, this is your 5 by 2 means this will becomes 2 by 5. By putting the limit we will get 2 by 5 EF power 5 by 2. Clear? Lower limit goes to 0. Now by cancelling this 2 we will get 3 by 5 into n minus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2. So 5 minus 3, that is 2. 2 by 2 is your 1. Now the total energy of the system will be 3 by 5 n into EF. EF means the highest occupied energy level at absolute 0. That is your Fermi energy. So the average energy at absolute 0, you can write the average energy means E naught divided by n. So the average energy means E naught divided by n. That will be equal to 3 by 5 EF. So here you can see that the average free energy at absolute 0 will be E naught bar will be equal to E naught by n. That will be equal to 3 by 5 EF. Okay. This is all about your Fermi energy. So this is all for today. Thank you.